Is the shine wearing off of the Texas Capitol? Austin's rapid growth has captivated the nation for many years now, but in 2024, many short-term and long-term Austinites had enough. They packed their bags and they left the city. Austin's rapid growth has been the center of attention and the envy of many major metros throughout the US for many years now. However, in 2024, many residents, long-term and short-term alike, have made a decision, they've packed their bags and they're leaving the city. Now, Pods, a company who helps people move across the country, you're familiar with them. They deliver the containers, you load them up, they help you move. They came out with an article and they said that Austin ranks number 5 of cities in the US with the largest exodus, meaning that people are leaving the city. What's driving people to leave this once sought after hotspot? In this video today, I'm going to be giving my personal top 5 reasons as to why I believe people are deciding to pack it up and leave Austin, Texas. And some of these stats are gonna shock you. Hi, I'm Jordan Brown. I'm a top 2 producing realtor here in the greater Austin, Texas area. And while I love Austin and it continues to be one of the most dynamic and vibrant cities in all of the US, there's a trend that I've noticed that we've got to talk about. And that's the increasing number of people deciding to leave this area. As mentioned in this video, I'm going to dive deep into why I think this is happening and whether or not I think that these are long-term or short-term issues. So let's get started. Reason number 1, skyrocketing housing costs. Austin has long been known for its booming real estate market. However, in 2024, affordability hit its breaking point for many Austin area residents. In fact, in 2024, the average housing prices was somewhere around $570,000, which is way above the national average. You couple this with the increasing mortgage rates, which in January, if you'll recall, many people thought that in January of 2024, things are going to get better. We're going to see 5% interest rates again. That was the news anyway. And then what happened? Interest rates actually hit above 7% in 2024. So you put this all together and simply put, the monthly mortgage payments are just unattainable for many middle-class American families. Well, Jordan, what about the rental market? Well, that wasn't much better. In fact, the average rent in Austin, Texas was $2,400 per month at one point. While near the end of the year, that has gone down quite a bit. Still, throughout 2024, if you were facing a $2,400 per month rental, that's going to force, if you're a price and budget conscious person, it's going to force you to the outskirts. And so if you were in the South, you're probably looking in Bastrop, you were looking in Hutto, Kyle, Buda, and if you're up north, that's going to force you into places like Round Rock, Pflugerville, Georgetown, or even Liberty Hill. Reason number 2, it's not just housing that got expensive, everything got expensive. Cost of living. The overall cost of living in Austin is now 33% higher than the national average. Essentials like gas, groceries, utilities, they've all spiked. Inflationary pressures combined with stagnant wage growth in the non-tech sectors made it really difficult for many long-term Austinites to keep up. So housing went up, overall cost of living went up, and that forced many families to move either outside the city or sometimes even out of the state, seeking more budget-friendly lifestyles. Reason number 3 is traffic and a strain on infrastructure. It's no secret that Austin's rapid growth far outpaced infrastructure development, and that's just adding to existing conditions that are just culminating into frustration, gridlock. You're going to want to hear this. Traffic congestion worsened in 2024. A recent study suggested that Austinites spend an average of 68 hours stuck in traffic. And with delays in major projects like the extension of I-35, which is a major highway in Austin, Texas, those delays add to the existing woes that us as daily travelers in Austin experience on a daily basis. Public transportation options, while improving, still lag behind when you compare it to other cities of a similar size. And that's leaving many people frustrated. If there's any good news about this one, about this reason why people are leaving, I think this is going to be a more short-term issue. As I mentioned earlier, there's projects that are going to be completed at some point. And then the public transportation that's in place already will hopefully only get better. Reason number 4 is overcrowding and a loss of culture. What many people once loved about Austin was its weird artistic identity. In fact, the slogan of Austin is "Keep Austin Weird." And that is slowly being replaced by a sprawling, overcrowded metro. In fact, Austin's population surpassed 2.5 million people in 2024. Many long-term residents will tell you that Austin feels less authentic now as more chain stores and luxury developments replace those quirky landmarks and the local businesses that Austin was known for many decades. And this particular reason I've seen all across message boards, public forums, just on social media alone from people that I know from Austin, they cite this as one of the main reasons that they left. They came for the culture, for the uniqueness that Austin was at some point, and somewhere along the way, we hit a point where Austin lost itself. It doesn't feel this way anymore. And so they're moving to somewhere a little bit smaller to kind of feel that sense of community again, or chasing the uniqueness that Austin once had. Reason number 5 is extreme weather and environmental concerns. Texas weather in general has always been a thing. Everyone knows it's hot in Texas. However, in 2024, we saw some new extremes. I mean, even recently, we had a record-breaking number of 100+ degree days consecutively. That sucks. And me, even as a longtime Texan, a lot of people will say, well, Jordan, you were born in Texas, you're used to that, right? I am never used to the heat that we experience in the Texas summer months. I'll never get used to it. Austin also has an ongoing issue with drought-strained water resources, which has many people questioning Austin's sustainability. I'll tell you, there's a local place called Shack 512 that I used to love going to because it's right on the water. The food's okay. And I'm sorry if you work there and you're seeing this video. The food's all right, but you really go for the experience. You take almost like an elevator down to the water or to the restaurant. And you sit down and you're there to enjoy the view. The last time that I went, which was this year during the summer, the drought was so evident. There was no water within like 30 feet of where it used to be like this really just great experience of like dining on the water. So it's absolutely a concern. It's a real issue that Austin faces. And to take it even a step further, if you live somewhere where there's insufficient flood control measures, I can understand how flash flooding may be a real valid concern for you. So what does it all mean for Austin? While there's some very valid concerns that are driving people away from Austin, I still think that Austin, Texas is one of the greatest cities in the US and has a lot to offer its residents. We have a thriving tech industry. We have tons of green spaces for people to enjoy. And despite what people will say, I still think that we have a very lively cultural scene. However, solving issues like affordability, like infrastructure, are going to play a key role in keeping Austin as attractive as it has been for many decades. And I've just got to throw this in there. What does this mean for housing? If you've been waiting for an opportunity to move to Austin, now's the time to do it. There is significantly more inventory available right now than there has been in the last 5 years. So if you or anyone that you know is looking to buy or even just move to the area, I want to be a resource for you. My contact information is down in the description below. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or if you just want to know more about Austin. If you found this video helpful, give me a like on it. It's a free, easy way to support the channel. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all my Austin area real estate content. Every single week I upload a video, whether it's a market update, house tours, pros and cons of living in the area. You get the idea. If that's your jam, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my Austin area real estate content. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. You have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one.